everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer, and today we're looking at the Miss Dior collection. It's going to be a short video. I actually have the products on my face, so I'm just going to go through them pretty quickly, show you what I think is worth picking up and what might not be, depending on what you're looking for. This is also known as the Millefiori collection, and hopefully I did that not terribly. My understanding is that means a ornamental glass, which is used in a number of like glass rods, and they're fused together and then cut in different patterns. So they make like a paperweight. So they have like a bunch of different glass shards that have different patterns in them, and they fuse them together. I think I see that in one of the products, so I'll explain in a minute. But anyway, the rest of it has this beautiful floral pattern for the Miss Dior. These are the bath salts, which I think is actually really cute. I don't really use them in a bath. I put them in my drawers. I know a bunch of people who do that and make your drawers smell nice. If you don't like the Miss Dior scent, then you probably won't like this, but I do think it's nice. It says, Dior revives the spirit of the legendary Collichet's boutique on 30th Avenue, Montaigne, in a joyful and generous interpretation of the Millefiori boutique. This is designed by Maria Grazia Chiori for Dior. Scented creations are a pleasure for the bath and home. Capsule collection also features iconic Dior makeup products dressed in the Miss Dior colors. So if you like a floral, light floral pink pattern, you're gonna like the patterns on most of these. The candle is the one thing that I actually like, and a lot of people aren't gonna like it, but I love it. I love the pattern. I think it's very pretty. It's very pink, very floral. It's not usually the kind of thing that I go for. I don't like pinks all that much, but I like the way they did this. The things that I will say about the candle, I really like the candle. I think it's beautifully done. I like the scent. I love the design. It's this very light pink shade. It's beautiful. Here's the thing, and the candle itself is pink. It's tiny. It's a tiny candle. This is 85 grams. Does that sound right? Yeah, 85 grams. Let me just show you a Diptyque candle. This is a 6.5 ounce. It's 190 grams. This is like the smaller version. It's not the tiny, tiny versions, but you know, this is like a standard version. Next to it, you gotta see, like it's half the size. So it's a tiny, tiny candle. It's not something that is gonna fill up an entire room. This would look, I think, really nice next to your bed, or like when you're taking a bath, if you wanna have like a little candle. So I think it's beautifully done, and I think it's a really gorgeous design. I'll get it close to the camera, but I don't think, I think people are going to think it's a lot larger than it is when they order it, unless they're putting it next to something else you can gauge. So that's the thing I'd say about the candle, but I love the design. Next, I talk about the powder. Okay, so the design again is beautiful. I love the design. The powder that's in here is pure glitter. It's exactly like the Mineral Glow powder, which I bought last year. I don't even remember. And it's glitter. It's just glitter, guys. I'll put it on my face right now so you can see it. It's glitter. I don't know what to tell you. I think I could use it on my body if I just wanted to have glitter. Like, you know, body glitter kind of thing. But yeah, it's just glitter. I think it's basically the same powder as the Mineral Glow, and they just repackaged it. It's kind of hard to see. I'll see if the camera can pick it up. I'll kind of like move my hand back and forth so you can see the glitter. But it's just glitter. I have it on my face. It's just glitter. That's all it is. It's finely milled glitter. It's really, really light. So I could see you using this on top, like an eye topper, which we'll do in a minute when we start talking about the eyeshadow. But again, it's glitter. I don't know how easily these things get removed. Like, I don't know how easily you can take these out. I think you can take them out. I'll be honest, I don't want to break it. I don't know if you can. If you can remove these and you know how to remove these, let me know, because I'm going to take the lavender powder, which I absolutely love, and put it in this compact because I love the compact. It's absolutely beautiful, but the powder is glitter. So when they say sparkling, they don't mean sparkling. It's just glitter. That's all it is. I mean, again, maybe you want that. That's cool. If that's what you want, it's just glitter. So I do want to mention that the Miss Dior, this is part of the Miss Dior. It didn't come out this year. It came out before. This is the Miss Dior face coffret thing that came out. I think it came out last year. I don't even know. It might have been the spring. I have no idea. I have the blush on from that right now, and the lip. And I'll swatch the eyeshadows for you so we can see how different they are from the ones that are in this palette. I would say that it's a very similar color story. Pinks, purples, but that goes with the color story of the packaging. So, not a shock. I do not have the glossy lip. It actually came out, like, it wasn't available the first day, so I'll probably get it while I'm gone. By the way, this video, when it goes up, I will be traveling, so I probably won't be getting back to people. Sorry about that. So I don't have the glossy lip, but I did get the cases. I did not get the matte formula lipstick because I won't wear it. So I didn't pick it up. Okay, the cases, in my opinion, are the highlight. These are beautiful. These are stunning. Now, two problems with the cases. They are fabric. So if you touch this and your hands have makeup on them, you're gonna get it dirty. You just are, because it's fabric. It's definitely fabric. It's stunningly beautiful though, and would look amazing like on your counter, but it's fabric. This one, I didn't think I was gonna love as much as I do, and I think this is in response to that talk about like that description about cut glass. I don't even think the camera can do it justice. It is stunning how this one looks. The colors that are like embedded through here, but again, it's light and it's fabric. So I feel like you're going to get this really dirty. Not as dirty as the other one because that's basically cream, like basically white. But I just think these two are both, I think they're gonna get dirty. Now, again, you know, it depends on whether you care about that. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're just like, I'm just gonna collect them and put them on my counter. But that would be the only drawback. They're like the ones that I collected earlier, the pink faux leather and the denim and the silver case. So same things, lipsticks fit in them. You can interchange it with all the others. So now we're gonna get to the eyeshadow palette. Now, the eyeshadow palette is named 1947 Miss Dior. That's the eyeshadow palette. I put swatches up on Instagram. I'm gonna swatch it again today, and we're gonna compare it to some other things. And while I do that, go ahead and take a look at the look that I have on my eyes. It's actually, I think, very pretty. It's a pinky purple quint. It's not that unique, I would say. Let's start here. So there's a shade in here that has like a little bit of peach in it, which I did put on my eyelid before I put down the sparkly shade. The sparkly shade is absolutely just a topper and reminds me of the powder. So, you know, when you think to yourself, well, I could use the powder as a topper, yes, you absolutely can, but frankly, that's already in the eyeshadow palette because it's basically glitter. Now, it's finely milled and looks very nice on the eye. I don't think it's gonna age you or anything like that, but it's definitely very much of a topper and very much, you know, just light. The one thing I will say, this shade here is a little unusual. That's the middle shade. It's got a little bit of bronze to it. Even though it's pink, it's not. It's a complex color, actually, and has a little warmth, which actually, in my opinion, saves this palette from being boring because it has a little, you know, difference to it. This is very much a plum. This is a bright, like, this is like a peach, a pastel pink, and it's not that pigmented. This is a peachy pink, and this is a topper. But this shade here is unique, and it's a satin color. It's very pretty. I used it in the transition along with the purple to try to give it a little bit more depth, and I think it did. I actually like the way it looks on my eyes. So I have to say I wasn't sure what it was gonna look like because I saw different swatches from different people, and some it looked pink and some it looked really strong and some it looked like super pale, and I was totally confused. All right, so let's take the one out of the Miss Dior palette and put it next to it. So yeah, I was actually pleasantly surprised that it wasn't more like pink. You know, like Barbie pink. Again, I know people, like my sister looks really good in Barbie pink. I look terrible. So I'm not trying to say that, you know, if you like that color story, there's anything wrong with that. It just doesn't look good on me. So I just don't. It's not what I buy. All right, so that's the silver, the Coffret, the Miss Dior palette. So yeah, there's similarities. The shade has, you know, similar to this, and this topper is similar to the topper. But yeah, it's definitely a different, it's different. I mean, would I say it's drastically different? No, but it doesn't have that, quote, special shade that's in the middle of the 1947, which I do think makes it stand out just a little bit, makes it a little bit different. All right, I'm gonna take a little of the sparkling powder here. Just put it on my eye. I mean, I might as well use it for something. I wonder if it would work with a brush. Let me try. It's just, it doesn't even come out easily, to be honest with you guys. If it wasn't for the case, I would say absolutely do not buy it. Because of the case, I really do love the design. I can see why you'd want to pick it up. All right, so that's the glitter on my eyes. Okay, so I'm gonna put that away now. Again, love the packaging, don't love what's in it. All right, so let's pull out the Tweeds Pourpre and see what that looks like compared to it. I think it'll be a similar color story because, you know, you're dealing with pinks and purples, but I don't think it will be the same. This one shade that's in here, like I said, the middle shade, it is a little unique. I'm actually surprised, you know, I'm impressed with Dior for making it a little bit different. They could have just gone with a pure pink purple and they didn't. You can see, very different color story. Yes, I mean, cool toned, but the purples are different, the pinks are different, and this shade is definitely different. And this is the middle shade that I'm referring to is a satin, so it has some sheen to it. All right, let's try Pink Sakura from Dior. This was the one that a lot of people liked, and it came out for 5 seconds and then disappeared. I think it's going to be much more lavender and purple, but always good to try it out before you say that. Much more plummy. The middle shade has a little bit more pink to it, but that's Pink Sakura in comparison. Very different color story. Rosa Mutabilis from Dior. Let's see, let's try it here. Yeah, Rosa Mutabilis is much more pink, peachy pink than this new one. All right, so I will say so far I haven't seen anything that's exactly like it. Can you tell my hair is just freshly washed? It like doesn't, and it's so heavy, it's like it's going in the direction it wants to go in. All right, so last but not least, let's do Majestic Rose by Guerlain and see if there's any similarities there. All right, there's Majestic Rose by Guerlain. You know, it actually has more in common with that than some of the others, but I would say it's a pinkier version, and this shade, this brown shade that's in Guerlain, I'm just gonna put it over here for a second. You know what, I'll put it next to the unusual shade. So here's what it looks like. This is the Guerlain shade. See how much copier, see how much more brown it is than this unusual shade in the new 1947. The 1947, like I said, it's rosy, yes, it's got some burgundy, but it also has a little bit of warmth. It's an unusual shade, and the satin makes it really nice. So I don't have anything exactly like it. Forget this brown shade here, but this very peachy shade, the pink topper, the plummy purple, this light bright pink, and the unusual shade in the middle that's kind of a combination of almost like a rosewood kind of shade, which I really do like, and I think it gives it more depth on the eye than just a straight purple pink color story would. So I'll be really interested to see in the 1947, the lip shade that I haven't gotten yet, how that balances out with the rest of it. I think if it looks a little bit like the color I have on my lips now, which is from the Miss Dior palette, it would be like a nice match because it's more like that middle shade. It's not as plummy or pink as the rest of it. The candle, if you're buying it for the design, love it. Love the design. I think it's beautiful, but it's a very small candle. The cases I think are stunning, but again, they're gonna get dirty, especially this one. I'm just telling you, it's fabric. You're gonna get I'm gonna get I'm like trying to not touch it with my fingers. The case, stunning. Love the fabric. It's glitter. It just is. It's just glitter. And the eyeshadow palette, I like it more than I thought I would. Is it my favorite? No, but I actually think it's an interesting color story. It's an interesting, cool color story because of that middle shade. And I think that middle shade's nice. The purple that's in there is nice. The topper very much is just, you know, like a pink sparkly topper. But it's not glittery like the powder is. And I think it creates like a nice look on the eye. The peach shade that's in there kind of balances out so it's not too pink. I think, you know, again, would I pick it up if I didn't have a channel? Probably not, because it wouldn't be my color story. But will I wear it? Yeah, I think it'll look nice. And I do think it actually is nice on the eye. So, you know, it's one of those that would be like, I'd give it like a B. I don't think it's great, but I do think it's more unique than it could have been, depending on like what I thought I was gonna get when I saw all the different swatches. So I'll have an update about the lipstick. It probably will not be in the week that you see this video because I will be traveling and anything that comes, I will not be able to try out. So, but hopefully it's a good shade. And again, I'll put it in one of the cases as soon as I get it. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. Hope to see you in another video really soon.